to learn about the benefits of crate training. Joining us today from That Place for Pets, Joellen Gellert, and you've got Wave with you. And
yes.
Lots of times you hear people like, I'm never going to crate my dog. Tell us why that's a bad idea, that you need to train them.
You truly, truly need to crate train your dog. Now, let me do one small caveat before we start. This is a crate that I use if I'm going to a hotel, if I'm going to a show. It's very light. This is great. This is a relatively, these things are relatively new, but if you're teaching your dog to be in a crate, do not use this crate.
Okay.
It's just not sturdy enough to leave the dog. As the dog is learning to be in the crate, you need to train the dog in a wire crate or a hard plastic crate. Like I said, these are wonderful.
Yeah, this is good for on the road and in hotels, like you said, for travel. But
so again, why do you need to train your dog?
Yeah, why?
Some people are like, oh, I don't want to put my dog in a crate. Well, you need to protect the dog, protect your house, and so the dog truly needs to be able to go in a crate easily without any issues. So how do you do that? So one of the things is you can put a treat in the crate. Wave, wave, kennel. Good girl. So that the dog, and at first, if you can just put the treat in there, and just leave the door open, no big deal.
You were setting this up, and she was like going inside and sniffing. It was like, it's
she likes this.
Place. Yeah.
She likes this. So since she's going to hang out in there, we'll give her another treat. And so as the dog gets a little more comfortable, then shut the door. All right, here's the other thing. If the dog cries, you can't let the dog out until the dog is quiet. All right, you knew there was one more. Yeah.
So just block that out, that they're going to do a little bit of that, and just know that.
Yeah, but they should go in on their own. This is not a punishment. I mean, this is not.
I think that's
and a lot of dogs, if they've got crates in their homes, they'll go in there on their own. But if the dog is crate trained, obviously, I can take Wave places, whether it's a friend's home or a hotel or the shows, and because she's good in her crate, it isn't stressful for her, it's not stressful for me, and it makes it so much better. It also helps with house training, so that the dogs are better about when they go out, then they'll go potty a little easier if they've been in their crate. But it truly is a very valuable skill that your dog needs to know. And as you can see, Wave's terribly stressed about being in here.
Yeah. The other question I have, how do you know how big of one? Should you get one that's just about the right size your dog or bigger than that? How do you know what size to buy?
One thing, a lot of times they'll say, well, when I get a puppy, you can come out, it's okay. You can come out, Wave, come here. Well, you can get a crate that is bigger, but you can block that crate off. And a lot of those bigger crates even come with a little barrier because the dog truly needs, Wave, sit, a spot that is big enough, but not too big.
Okay.
And if you look at the crate, on the crates, or if you look at descriptions on Chewy or Amazon or whatever, they will give you the size of the crate. And a lot of times they'll say, well, this will be good for a 10 to 20 pound dog. Now, but you still need to consider the dog itself. The dog should be able to stand up, turn around, lay down. They don't need to run around in the crate.
They don't need to jog or
you don't want them squished in there. But again, it is just such a great thing that the dog understands, and you can use it in so many, many ways.
Thank you very much for telling us about this today.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.